What's up, guys? Today I want to get into 3 hacks for getting 10,000 to 20,000 steps a day. These are hacks that I've used that helped me get 20,000 steps a day consistently for the past 6 months. They have made things so much easier for me. So if you want to do that, if you're just trying to bump up your step count, get to that 10K, 15K, 20K number, this is going to be helpful for you. So getting right into it, tip number 1, break it up into smaller chunks. I see a lot of people that try to get in a huge amount of steps in one session, and that's a recipe for disaster. That's going to leave you tired, fatigued. It's going to make it psychologically a lot less manageable. You're going to be dreading your huge session. So yeah, you do not want to try to get all your steps in one go. Breaking it up throughout the day makes it so much more manageable. Some examples of this: 2,500 steps before breakfast, 2,500 steps after lunch, 2,500 steps after dinner, and boom, you've got 7,500 steps added to your day's total. You can tweak those numbers, maybe a little less during breakfast, a little more after dinner when you've got more time in the evening, but either way, find ways you can break that up into smaller chunks. That's going to make it so much more easy to stick to. Now, hack number 2, if you've got a walking pad, you're going to want to mix that in with outside walks too. Now, you can do a walking pad for all of your steps. You can do walking outside for all of your steps, but me personally, the way I do it myself is around 75% of my steps coming from the walking pad, 25% coming from outside walking. Now, this might not be the same for you. You might want to change it up depending on your schedule, the weather, daily circumstances. But for me, this has helped me stay so much more consistent with getting high step counts throughout the day, every day. Hack number 3, which has helped me a lot, is establish predetermined routes. Now, what do I mean by that? You're going to want to create routes around your neighborhood where you already know the steps. So an easy way to do that is use the free version of Strava and record the walk. You don't have to record a run with Strava. You can just set it to walk mode and do it that way. And another way is to keep track of steps before and after your walk. So if you're at 5,000 steps, take note of that, do your walk, and then see how many steps that walk added. That's the easy way to do that. So some examples of this: maybe you do a quick lap around the block and you see that adds 1,000 steps. Maybe you go around a little bit longer, you see that adds 2,500 steps. And maybe you do a bigger lap around your entire neighborhood, you see that adds 4,000 steps. Now, the biggest benefit of this is that once you know the route, you don't have to think about it. It's going to reduce mental load. That is huge. So an example of one way to think about this is you can say, I'll do a quick lap after I get home from work, and then a medium route later in the evening. If we're following the example I laid out above, you already know that this is going to add 5,000 steps to your day. And the biggest thing is that this is going to help give you consistency. So the end goal with all of these hacks is to make walking part of your daily routine. If you are serious about making this a habit, and trust me, this is a great habit to have, this will make it way easier to make it something you stick to long term. Now, of course, everybody is different. I gave some examples, but at the end of the day, you're going to want to find out what works for you. And of course, don't be afraid to tweak or change it up depending on the day. So maybe on one day you can get a lot of steps during your lunch break. Maybe another day you are slammed, you don't have any time during the day, so you have to maybe do a medium route, longer route during the evening. You're going to want to accommodate for that. Be flexible. Don't be too rigid with this. That's what's going to help you stick with it.